So we got some questions from the follow-up video yesterday. Let's check this out. I was a video regarding Tim where I was talking about if you're feeling depressed, you got to take some action in life. Your attitude determines your attitude. You need to carb the fuck up, harden the fuck up, be a man, stand up, and be grateful for what you got. You live in the fucking USA. You're a good-looking guy. You're fit. You eat a pretty healthy diet. You got all these resources. You're not fucking using them. You're being a fucking victim. So I said something like that. And some people got a bit like, oh, Harley, you're being a bit cruel. I don't give sympathy, because sympathy holds people where the fuck they are. Oh, it's okay, just sit. No, you got to say, look, this is a situation, you got to harden the fuck up. This is what you can do. This is where you are. This is where you want to be. This is how you got to fucking get there. Don't sit down here whining like the fucking dumb fuck. Get up there, take some fucking action. So let's read some comments about... We've got one from Peter Eves. Durianrider, why do you simply live life to the point where it's just a function of water, sleep and sugars? Let's stop pretending, being ignorant, and realise that life is way more complex than this. Maybe this lifestyle is sufficient to overcome your problems in life, but for other issues you haven't experienced in life, I don't think you're qualified to comment on them. Never mind give advice. I think you are very rude and insensitive in this video. You also don't listen to advice from other people that is contrary to what yours, which is hypocritical. Just showing my comments and criticisms. Well, I understand where Peter's coming from, but I'm going to be fucking real, honest, to the fucking point. I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. I'm speaking from my experience. So my definition of a qualification is, if you can build a can, you can build a fucking can. If you can get yourself out of depression or whatever, you probably can help other people. At least you can share your story, your experiences, and if they want, they can find some inspiration from that and go, you know what? Yeah, fuck yeah. So my suggestion to Tim would be, go to fucking Cambodia and spend some time with the orphans. I've done this before. I've spent time with the orphans, kids with fucking legs blown off from landmines. They're grateful as fuck. I remember buying like a $20 bag of lychees, bringing it into the orphanage and handing out these lychees and rambutans. And the kids were just like, I got a fucking rambutan! I got 2 rambutans! You know what I mean? They were fucking stoked. I actually got some video footage, I'll put it up, but these kids were so stoked. You know, they had an attitude of gratitude. If you want to feel better instantly, focus on what you got. Focus on the good things you got. What are you grateful for? Ask yourself, what are you grateful for? Someone like Tim would go, I'm not grateful for anything. Well, that sucks. Fuck. Another question is, it's not all about fucking carbs. Whoever had real depression cannot understand Tim anyways. Well, I'll tell you what, I have had depression. I've had clinical suicidal depression. Tim's never even been diagnosed. I was diagnosed. I had a clinical diagnosis here. Alright? Clinical diagnosis. Someone says, I was clinically diagnosed. At one point in my life, I was in juvenile detention in prison. The only thing I owned that I had access to was the clothes on my back. I was living on the street. I was doing crime. I was stealing, shoplifting to make money to eat. And I was like, you know what? And then I got out of prison. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't do this no more. I went in prison for graffiti. And I'm like, I just don't do this no more. And then after a while, I got stabbed one time. And I'm like, this is like a fucking wake-up call. I got to get out of this shit, you know? I got on welfare, started working part-time jobs here and there. I used to sell drugs, made a lot of money doing that. And I was like, I can't do this no more. Alright? So I had a lot of wake-up calls in my life. I had suicidal depression one time to the point where they tried to lock me up. And I escaped. Man. And I had a police warrant up for my arrest. And then I had to admit myself to hospital. So I'm talking from fucking experience. I don't share these stories about many people because it was a long time ago. But I'm talking from fucking experience. I didn't just read some book at fucking university and go, well, no. I'm talking from real fucking life experience. Right? Being fucking deathly sick. Ride my bike 568 Ks in 24 hours like I did last Wednesday. Right? I'm talking personal experience. Having fuck all fitness, catching a bus a mile to school at age 17 to, you know, winning 5K races. So I won a fucking 5K race yesterday under 17 minutes. So I'm talking from personal fucking experience. I'm doing meth and doing drugs to doing no drugs to not even drinking coffee. I'm talking from personal fucking experience. So there is more to life than sleep, water, sugar, but that's your fucking fundamental. If you haven't got those down pat, your biochemistry ain't fucking working properly. I don't give a fuck how positive you are, how fit you are, whatever. If you don't have your sleep, water, sugar down, your biochemistry will not fucking work properly. It's that fucking simple. It's that fucking simple. If you want to see Durianrider get fatigued, pull my water out. If you want to see me get depressed, cut my carbohydrates down. If you want to see my recovery drop, back my sleep off. Sleep, water, sugar all intertwined. You can't get enough carbohydrates if you don't drink enough water because you won't be able to store enough glycogen. Then you won't be able to sleep properly, and then everything starts fucking crumbling down. That's the nature. That's just Mother Nature's laws. The animal that doesn't take care of itself is weak and will get taken out by a stronger animal. It's just how it is. We don't live in the jungle anymore. We live in the concrete jungle. So now, when someone doesn't look after their sleep, water, sugar, we give them a depression label or whatever, or an obesity label or whatever. But in nature, the tiger just fucking takes you out. The tiger runs into the pack of humans, and the humans that can't run away get eaten. So we don't have that system anymore in nature. We don't have survival of the fittest. Now we just commodify bodily abuse, and we give people labels for it. And then people live up to their labels and go, well, I've got this, I've got that, I can't do this because we give ourselves, these emotional bullshit reasons so we don't have to take real action in life. Because often our ego is so fucking big, we're like, well, I don't look like a failure. Oh, this is my ticket out. I don't have to do anything because I've got my little ticket. When we drop our fucking ego and go, what do I want to achieve in life? Where the fuck am I now? What do I have to do to bridge the gap? When we empower ourselves, that sort of mentality, that's when we get fucking action done in life. That's when we get action done. Otherwise, we become a Vicky. I call people Vickies. Not to offend anyone who's called Vicky, Victoria or whatever, but Vicky, like a victim. Are you a Vicky? Are you being a victim? If so, if you like it, stay there. But I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and say, oh, it's okay, it's all good and well. I'm going to tell you what I fucking think. Because I want to empower you to empower yourself to take some fucking action. It's time for fucking action. Stop being a Vicky. Start being grateful for what you got. Start using what you got instead of focusing on what you don't have. When you focus on what you don't have, you'll always be fucked up. Alright? The only time you want to focus on what you don't have is to inspire you to get something more. To be something more. To give something more back to the community. Give back to society. We've got 7 billion people on the planet. There's always someone out there who's got it more fucked up than you have, but their attitude's better than yours, or better than mine, or whatever. So seek inspiration from those people. You don't have to meet them face to face. You can understand that's what's going on. Someone today in the world, what's the date today? Here it's 10:37 a.m. Sunday, April 27th, 2014. Right now, someone's just lost their legs in a car crash. They'll never have functional legs underneath. They've probably lost both their hands. That's what's happened today. They probably had a really good looking face. It's got ripped half off. Now that person has got a choice to spiral downwards in depression or to go, that was a pretty hard card I got dealt. Fuck it. I'm going to live because someone else has got it worse than me. Someone else has got it worse than me. It's just a choice in the moment to feel tragic or to feel magic. It's just a choice in the moment to be a Vicky or to be a fucking champion. Just a fucking choice in the moment. Carb the fuck up. Understand that sleep, water, sugar is the foundation of everything. And take some fucking action in your life.